It's time again for Choice TV Radio. The only question is it TV? Is it radio? Hey, it's both. With your host, John Marchese, award-winning executive producer and owner of Choice TV. Hey, John.
Hey, Paul. How's it going?
Oh, incredible. Do you just bring in the most beautiful women in the world here? Is that the theme of the show here?
It is. And not only beauty, but brains and brawn, and I'm so excited.
And success, apparently.
And success. Right. First of all, I'd like to give the viewers or the listeners what's going on in the studio. I have, me, John Marchese, and I'm joined by Ryan Hicks, my producer. He's helping me out.
Yep. Hey, everyone.
Hey, how's it going, Ryan?
I'm doing great. This is a great morning.
I know. It's fun when you're on the show.
I know.
Yeah. And, like Paul said, I am John Marchese, owner and executive producer of Choice TV. What is Choice TV? Well, besides a radio station, we shoot commercials. We shoot commercials for businesses, very professional commercials. We rank them on Google. We put them on TV, on Fox TV, Paul. Yeah, get to your microphone, Paul.
Fox TV. I thought I'm done for the day here.
Fox 11. Well, I was looking at you. Hey, give you a shout out there. What else do we do? If you have a business and you want promotion, Choice TV is the place.
I was looking at you. You're always bringing in people, so I go look them up afterwards. And every time I look them up, they're #1 on Google. I don't know what magic formula, what pixie dust you're sprinkling.
Madonna does it. It's all her. She learned about that. But let's get to our guest, our beautiful lady guest. It is Dee London.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Dee.
Hi.
Wait, listeners, wait till you hear all this. So let me give you the intro. Dee London is Ms. West Coast America 2016. She is a Grammy-nominated recording artist, and her latest song, On the Dance Floor, featuring Babyface, and I listened to it, Dee.
Baby Bash.
Baby Bash. You know what? I don't have my glasses. What did I say?
Babyface.
Babyface.
Sounds like a gangster in the 20s.
No, that's a real person, Babyface.
He's big,
yeah, he's really big. Baby Bash. I listened to On the Dance Floor when I was working out.
Yeah.
That gave me the extra pump.
Tell me about it.
I tell you, it's lots of energy. And you know what? If the listeners want to listen to it, they can go. It's from the album Why Do I?
We're going to listen.
Yeah, we are. But it could be found on iTunes and all social media music stations like Spotify and iHeartRadio. She is also the owner of the largest and finest limousine companies in Orange County, ALS Limo.
Yes, I am.
That she runs with their partner in crime,
so that's
Robert
got to be it. She
Tranchino.
can't do any more than that. That's got to be it.
Oh no, there's a lot more. Wait till you hear.
On.
Wait till you hear. She has her master's in psychology, a PhD in homeopathic medicine, 2 books, 5 kids. It just never ends, Dee.
It doesn't end. I swear it doesn't end.
It doesn't. Well, now that you've been on Choice TV Radio, this is like the pinnacle.
This is it.
That's true.
I know.
That's true. I don't even know what to do with my life after this.
I think you can just retire.
I'm done.
You could just
retire. Off into the sunset.
You could just retire. Oh my gosh. So, Dee, tell me, how did you got
pretty sharp shoes on here too.
And she has a shoe line too.
I do.
I don't know how we're going to fit all this.
What can I say? I love stilettos.
Well, those are nice shoes. Those are very pretty. Okay, so
I can just see everybody Googling her right now because stilettos and we talked about her.
DLondonmusic.com.
DLondonmusic.com. Okay, so Dee, you went the education route, right? I mean, but you've been very creative ever since you were a kid. Tell me about that.
Well, I started writing music at about the age of 14. My dad is a musician. He's traveled all around the world. My mom is as well, but she's in the classical realm. And so my dad and I did about 4 songs when I was 14. I wrote them all, and he basically arranged them and recorded me. And then, of course, my parents pushed me into the education realm because, the entertainment business is something you don't want to get into. Crazy. They had more choice words, but yes.
Right. So you have talent, but they wanted you to be safe.
Yeah, they really wanted to be safe, especially with being a woman in the entertainment world. It can get a little crazy fast.
Sure.
So I went down the road of education. Got my master's degree, got my PhD degree, went to UCI, went to Chapman University, went to Correntor University. In fact, I was going to school 7 days a week, Monday through Friday at Chapman University and Correntor University on the weekends.
Oh, my God.
So it was absolutely havoc.
Yes.
So I did all that, raised a family, bought a business, did everything I was supposed to do, and then kind of had an epiphany that my passion really was for music, and I needed to get back into that.
Right.
So about 2009, I decided to do that. Put myself back in the music realm, started writing songs, and got out there by myself. I started up Horizon Records, and all my music has been delivered through Horizon Records. My books, everything, my lingerie line, shoe line, everything I've done. So what can I say? I have an entrepreneur spirit.
You sure do, and successful at that.
And the ability to back it up. I mean, everybody's got an entrepreneurial spirit. Not everybody gets it all done.
That's true.
That's true.
I'm a little type A, as people know me might say. Hard for them to keep up with me. And then I decided about almost 2 years ago that part of the entertainment world was obviously limousines. And I had my fair share of rides in them, and I thought, why not own one? So that's exactly what my partner and I decided to do, Robert. And so we took on this large company, and we're almost 2 years into it. We do a lot of the limo services for the reality TV shows, and we can be found on limos-la.com. And so that's going really well there. I'm doing my thing. Robert's running that. At the same time, he's managing an unmanageable person.
And I've been in the limousines, folks. It's impeccable how Robert and you, I mean, it's so clean, and even the napkins, he said, are turned. I did the commercial for him, are turned a certain way. Anything you want.
He's a little OCD, and so am I.
Well, it works. So am I. So, right, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, even the drivers are, I've never seen a limo driver that acts as well as the limo drivers that ALS has.
Thank you.
They ask if they're taking the right route. They ask if the air is okay. They ask if anybody needs any water, if they want to stop anywhere. I mean, they do it all. It's amazing.
And clean. Very, very clean. I mean, it's...
And do they play her music in the back?
Of course. Of course. And I mean, speaking about details, yes, right, Ryan. I mean, there's some edits, cuts that I'll take an hour for 10 seconds. I mean, you have to be that way.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So how is it being a recording artist? Tell me about your first album.
My first album, I had so much fun doing it. I actually recorded it at California Sound Studios with Jesse Wright.
What's the name?
California Sound Studios. Awesome producer, engineer. And so the first album was X Marks the Spot. And one of the songs, the main song, X Marks the Spot, was actually played on NBC Fashion Stars. It was the 7th episode.
Oh, my gosh.
And unfortunately, it was aired on the same night as the Boston Marathon bombing. So I don't know how many people actually saw it. And it's, but anyway, I recorded it. It's still up on my Facebook. And it was an unfortunate set of circumstances. But I did get about 3 minutes of my song played, and as they walked down the runway, which was really cool.
Yeah, how was that? How was that
awesome.
To be on TV and your song is playing?
It was awesome. It was so awesome, so surreal.
And she's getting tears in her eyes.
Yeah.
It really is. It really is surreal.
It is surreal. It is surreal. I've had my music license for different shows and stuff like that, so it's actually kind of fun. But I think I just do it for the love of music. I just love writing songs. And the last album that I did, I took a little bit of time off in the last couple of years, and then I got back into the studio, and obviously to buy the business, the limo company, and there were a lot of things that need to be done with that. But just released my second album titled Why Do I? And that's also on my website, DLondonMusic, DLONDON music.com, and had fun with that as well.
How long did it take you to write the songs and then produce the album?
The writing of the songs doesn't take me long at all. Once I get into that mode, I'm able to do it that day and complete it, because it's just, I feel like I'm writing my thoughts, my feelings, my everything, and I can't stop. So unlike a lot of writers that say they have writer's block, I tend not to get that. I tend to want to say more than I probably should.
And do you have a notepad with you? Because sometimes people have random thoughts. How do you keep
so
track
funny
of all
you
that?
asked me that, because we have at home we have a drawer full of wherever my ideas come. If I'm at the restaurant or wherever I've got songs written on napkins, back of envelopes. back of an American Express bill. I mean, you name it, I've got lyrics everywhere. And then it's oftentimes hard to locate the piece of paper that I wrote my notes on. So now I've gotten smarter, and I've taken pictures of everything that I write so that I can go back and reference it.
We should have her write a theme song for you, John.
I know. I need a good
How about
one.
that?
I've been.
We keep dancing around with different music.
Do.
We can't find the right one.
I'm not very happy with some of these, but Dee, yeah, can you write a little intro?
Sure, I can.
Oh my God.
Sure.
Did you hear that, Ryan?
Absolutely.
That would be amazing.
Writing my intro, a Grammy-nominated.
Real quick, Dee, I know some singers, they get inspiration at some of the weirdest times. One of my favorite bands, just, totally off topic, but he was riding his motorcycle to his wedding, and he was like, I have a great idea for a song. And he was late to his own wedding because he was writing a song. Have you ever had like a weird,
Yes.
a weird spot where you're like, oh my gosh, this would be a great song, and it was just totally a weird time?
Yeah. You know what? That's happened to me. I dreamt of a song, and it was playing in my head, and I had to wake up, sing it, write it, and just record it on my phone because I kept hearing it over and over and over again. My brain never sleeps. That's the other thing. Just never sleeps.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I know, guys, how it sounds. It sounds like I'm a whack job, but no, really.
You're working when you're sleeping,
I
too.
am working when I sleep. My brain cannot shut down, I guess. That's true OCD. I've had songs come up when I'm working out. I do CrossFit 5 days a week, and right in the middle of this crazy intense workout, and I get this melody in my head that I can't get out. And so, yes, it does happen. When you get that creative urge, it's just, you got to write it down.
Yeah, and that's why you have a bunch of napkins and receipts with the lyrics on them.
An iPhone,
Yes.
iPhone. I do notes on my iPhone. And does the lyrics come first or the melody? What?
The melody. The melody and
the
the
melody.
lyrics come afterwards, yeah.
Really?
Because, the melody itself inspires you, and for me, it paints a picture of the song and where I want it to go, and I have to feel it. I've had people that have helped me produce songs and stuff like that, and I just won't go with something that I don't feel. I gotta feel it. If I don't feel it, then it's just a song, and I don't feel passionate about it, and then when I record it, it doesn't sound right. So it's got to sound... If you ask my the guys that work with me in the studio, I always tell them I need something that just will grab you and make you cry, or grab you and just make you want to jump up and dance. So it's got to be something very passionate. For me, there's no melancholy in between. It's just either sad or happy. I'm kind of more of an extreme person. Never mind that I'm a Libra.
I am too.
Are you really?
Yeah, October 7th.
October 19th.
Yeah, see, Libra.
I'm only 21, just so you know, in case that's your next question. Don't ask.
I know, I was going to
ask.
say how you did all this. You're only, like in your 20s.
That's right.
My gosh. Well,
I had my son when I was 2.
So, Dee, the On the Dance Floor, tell me about that song. How did you get that inspiration?
We were in the studio and actually working with Baby Bash, and he had to record. He was actually out of state, and he recorded in his studio and sent it in, and I loved it, and the lyrics just came to me, and it was just a fun, happy dance floor type of song. And when we were ready to go and do a video, unfortunately things happened, like I said, with the limo company, and the opportunity just kind of struck, and so we didn't end up going and promoting it as I should have. But nonetheless, it's still out there on my album now, so you guys can just go online and get that. But it's just a fun, upbeat song.
Yeah, it's very
makes you want
fun.
to dance, even if you don't know how to dance.
Right. Or work out, or just be
work out.
active.
You know what? They've played it at my CrossFit. They've played, because you can find it on Spotify. So they've just blasted, and it's really cool. So.
And she's getting more tears. She's getting more tears, folks. I know the first time I saw my show on TV on Fox, I had tears running down my eyes. I really did. It's like, that's my accomplishment.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I know the listeners want to hear it. Paul, are you queued up?
I am just breathless. I can't believe my mouth is wide open. I mean, have you cured cancer yet? Have you got more?
She's working on
that one too. Yeah?
I know. I bet. Don't get.
I don't sleep. I work out 7 days a week. I got 12 businesses.
5 days.
12
I
degrees.
took 2 off.
But that's what it is to be passionate about something, right? I mean,
and you know what? If I take time off and slow down, it's actually worse, because then I start to overthink things, and I go, oh my God, what have I just done in 1 week? And I get overwhelmed just by thinking about it. So it's just best to keep that pace. Make my kids crazy, but other than that.
Can I ask you one question? Because
Yes.
the music business has changed dramatically. Many, many, many years ago, I was an entertainment publicist. I handled the police and did some other work for rock and roll bands and stuff. This is way back when. And then it was all about you toured to sell the record. That's where you made the money.
Mm-hmm.
Now the records don't make much money. They're on, you get pennies on
Right.
Spotify and stuff. So it's all about you put the music out so people will come and see you perform. Do you go and perform? Is that how you promote it, or how do you promote your
I
stuff?
haven't had a lot of live performances. I had one big one at Qualcomm Stadium.
Qualcomm. Oh, look.
Hey, I'm from San Diego. It's big for us.
I thought
Wow.
she was going to say it's some club here in Orange
Yeah,
County.
right.
No,
Just
Qualcomm
just
Stadium.
Qualcomm.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah,
Tell me about
that. It was actually pretty cool. We had backup dancers. We had rehearsed for months, and it was just a great production. Great video on it. Had a lot of fun. I don't do a lot of events. I do more recording because I hate to say it, but I just don't have the time.
You don't. You're running the limo company.
Yeah.
Well, plus, isn't it the record company that's pushing artists to go out and do the tours and do
Which
the tours?
in my case, it's me.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
my
right.
company, and I have my people doing it. So I basically just push myself. And having the business background and the musical background, it was a good marriage between what I did and just owning Horizon
So what do you do
Records.
to promote it? Because today we live in a world where Justin Bieber recorded songs in his bedroom and is now a multimillionaire. Anything is possible here.
It is possible. And you know what? It's just putting it out online, putting it out on social media, and just staying active with it. And number one, remember, I do it because I'm passionate about the music.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
for me, I can't wait to write the next song. I can't wait to get back into that studio.
Passion shows. People can tell, especially in social media. We always say, you can sniff a fake on social media. A wannabe
Poser.
There, that's the word. Yeah.
Okay, well, I can't wait to hear the song with D here. So, Paul,
Let's take a break and play a little musical interlude here.
on the dance floor.
She got experience, I'ma give her every. That's 9 from behind, I know she can take, cause she's a freaky. Let her play in Cougar Town, wants me to do her now. She know I'm young and strong, and got that superpower. And I bet I'll make her scream, cause I'm so deep into her. And I hook her to the left, give her pleasure, pain, but it don't really hurt. Give her what she asked for, on the dance floor. On the dance floor, on the dance floor, yeah.
Sometimes we forget to dance. Never sing, it's in front of our eyes.
DJ, get it set.
We've got tonight, babe. Let's make it last, 'cause I don't want this to ever end. Hold me tight now. Grab my hand, 'cause I don't want this to ever end.
On the dance floor, on the dance floor. Give her what she asked for. On the dance floor, on the dance floor, on the dance floor. Give her what she asked for. On the dance floor.
I never knew how lost I had been for all this time. Wiping my tears, you sway me to move and dance so wild. I find myself in your eyes. I find myself in your eyes. Sometimes we forget to dance. Never sing, it's in front of our eyes. We've got tonight, babe. Let's make it last, 'cause I don't want this to ever end. Hold me tight now. Grab my hand, 'cause I don't want this to ever end.
On the dance floor, on the dance floor. Give her what she asked for. On the dance floor,
That is incredible.
We're all dancing in here. Paul's been dancing.
I'm an old man. Nothing gets me up like that.
Isn't that incredible, folks? I want to work out right now.
That did not sound like a self-produced track. That sounded like, full-blown, big studio, big deal production. That I would, again, we have a lot of people come in and they write great music, but there's a sound. That's got a sound to it.
What can I say? I work with some really good studios.
Wow.
Really good guys.
Let's give a shout out to Baby Bash. Baby Bash did some.
He bashed that one.
He did. He did. He knocked that one out of the park.
What I feel like doing? I just feel like playing some more of it here. That's why I keep playing it here, right?
That'll just be the rest of the show.
Yeah, we'll just keep interspersing. Hey, you got somebody who wanted to call in and talk about this?
We have a caller on. It is Robert Tranchi.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Robert. Robert is D. London's partner in crime. He's running the store, right, D?
He is.
At the Limo company.
How do you keep up with this woman? You must be. She's always like 10 steps ahead of everybody here. How do you handle this?
This lady, I don't even know why I have a title of manager or a title of anything, because she just outruns me, runs circles around me.
Yeah.
Incredible. You mentioned something, and she's already got it done before you can.
I know. She wrote 6 songs while we were talking here today, right?
There should be 100 hours in a day, because honestly, between being 21,
Yay!
getting what you get done is incredible.
Wow.
Incredible.
So, Robert, the Limo company. Now, I was telling the listeners, because I've been in your limos, and everything is impeccable. I did your commercial, and even the napkins, you train the drivers, have to be turned a certain way. Tell the listeners a little bit about the quality that you offer.
I mean, we have a strict training that we go through. I mean, we hire chauffeurs, not drivers. I have a firm belief that even if you're on the street collecting bottles, you're going to be a king or queen in our car that night. And it starts with all of the above, the little touches. It's an experience. We're a service industry. If you go to a restaurant or hotel and beds aren't made or tables aren't set or anything, and it's just, it doesn't matter what it looks like on the outside, you're not going to go back. So, our clients, we rely on them. We want them happy. So, yeah, all those little details mean a lot. We'll set up a car from, decorations, balloons, try to get an idea of what the theme is and just surprise them with that. And, that's what we do.
And you do a lot of the limousines for some reality shows. I know we can't talk about which ones, but they are very, very popular.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's where we are in Orange County. It's about all I could tell you. But, they're popular, and we got some crazy stories and things that happen,
Paul,
I want to hear stories.
Yeah, Ryan. Okay, stories.
I used to love to watch Taxi Cab Confessions on HBO.
Oh, this takes
they would
the
talk
cake.
about the weird stuff that people, they get in the back of a limo, maybe they've been drinking or whatever. They must do the wildest stuff, and they think they're invisible, I suppose.
Yeah, tell us about that, Robert.
We've had, attorneys in the car that ended up having to call the police on each other from their wives getting drunk to not wanting to get out of the car, from just unbelievable. Yeah, every week I shake my head. I go, no, I've heard it all, and then the next week someone pushes my sunroof up as high as they can and watches it float through the sky.
Man. I did hear that you have a common. We all have this problem with employees. Ryan. John's always jumping on him with this. I hear that one time one of your drivers showed up without his pants.
Oh, yeah,
Ryan does that a lot. He shows up for a shoot, he just forgets his pants. He's a busy guy.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to say it was, done on purpose, but it was just one of those scenes that is literally out of a movie. We were such in a panic. It was an emergency situation. Some other company called us. Their limo broke down. We were going to go to the rescue. I rushed a guy so much that he literally was grabbing his clothes and was trying to put him out. But when he got out of his car, he ran inside to get his trip tickets and went to run and had no idea. He wasn't even paying attention. He was going to jump in the limo, didn't put on his pants yet.
Oh, my gosh.
He had his underwear.
Yeah, Superman.
Superman undies.
Superman undies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, big time. It was just, and it was so hot out that I think that because of the heat and the combination, He just didn't think about it.
Did the client notice? Because he's just sitting down. I don't see if he's got pants on.
We ran after him because he was running so fast, and he had earphones on and something else, so he couldn't hear us. So we had to run and grab him real quick. But we got it before the client saw it.
And Ryan, Robert has told me, who gets really crazy in these limos? It's the bachelorettes, the bachelorette parties, right, Ryan? It's not, right, Robert?
Man,
it's women gone crazy.
Like I said, depending on what the situation is and what the theme is, I always pay attention. So when my chauffeurs call in real quick and they say, "Hey, boss, I think we have a transmission problem. I think something's wrong with the car." I said, "You know what? Just take a little peek real quick and maybe roll it back up. I'm sure the car's fine." And so depending on what the theme is, you never know why the car is shaking or rocking or this or that.
Well, you think the guys go crazy. It's the women.
The women, huh?
They get the male strippers and they go crazy.
No, really?
Yeah.
Well, we have a poll.
Yeah, well, what was that, Dee?
We actually have a poll in the limo buses.
They have a poll.
For dancing fun nights things.
Is that what it is?
Nightclub on wheels, right? Literally a nightclub on wheels.
It is a nightclub on wheels. So again, if you want to book your limo, Robert, where should they go? How do they find out more info?
Well, we're ALS Limousine and Car Service, right here in Irvine, 2631 Campus Drive.
Website?
Website
is
www.limos-la.com.
limos-la.com.
And there's a phone number too, guys. If you want to take this down, it's 844-4-your-limo. The number 4, your limo.
Oh, that's very catchy.
Yeah.
844-4 your limo.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's very easy.
I like that. Well, Robert, I know you got to get back to work. You were going to come in here, but I know someone's got to man the store, right?
Yeah, she's making me hold it down until she gets back. But again, congratulations. She is awesome, in everything she does. So
thank you, Robert. Thank you for always
keep it up. You inspire me, inspire a million people out there. Love it. So keep on doing it.
Aw, how sweet. She's crying again now. We got the third tier. All right, buddy, my fellow paisan. So you take care, and I'll see you soon, Robert.
Thank you. You got it, guys. Thank you.
Okay.
I tell you, this guy is like the wind beneath my wings.
Aww.
He just picks up wherever I leave off, and I don't leave off in a lot of places, but where I do, he just runs it. So he's been amazing.
Yeah, one of those type of guys, you meet him and you instantly like him. Just a good guy.
And let me tell you, nobody messes with him. He's a 11-year NYPD, and he knows where to draw the line. And for limousine company and dealing with drivers and different things, you kind of need somebody with a little bit of strength and being able to kind of set the ground rules. So it's good.
Yeah, he has lots of balls in the air. I mean, these. How many limos do you have?
Oh gosh, we have over 20.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and the biggest being the party bus, right?
Party buses. We have a few of those. Yes.
How many people fit on the party bus?
I think 24. 25?
Wow.
We're talking big.
That's a party right there.
That is a party.
Yeah.
Well, how did you get in the limousine, sir? I know it's with the entertainment, but
entertainment, and I've taken a lot of limousines in my time, and then I thought, why not own it? So I just had an idea.
Again, that idea.
I know. I got to stop having ideas.
No, you're creative. And
same thing with my shoe
dreamer.
line. I went to look for a certain type of a shoe, and I only do 6 inches. And outside of the really, really high stripperish shoes, I wasn't finding anything that's like something I can wear on a regular basis. So I thought, okay, I'll just make my own.
Oh my gosh. And you did. I
did.
And where do people see that? Where can they buy the shoes?
On the website, you can go to dlondonmusic.com, or you can actually just send an email. Send it to dlondon@dlondonmusic.com. And then I'll send you some pictures, and I've got a whole bunch of people on my team that
Somebody
can help you
tweeted
with
in,
it.
how do you spell D London? Is it just the letter D or D-E-E?
No,
or?
it's just D, the letter D, L-O-N-D-O-N. D London.
I know. We met Dee a few weeks ago, and the shoes, I mean, I'm not a big, see shoes, but they were pretty stunning. I mean, they make a statement.
Yeah, they make a statement.
They make a big statement.
They definitely do. My wife loves shoes, so I'm sure as soon as she sees those.
And Dee was actually on Dr. Phil.
Yes, I was part of one of their lifestyle segments on a cream line. And that was kind of fun to meet him and do my thing. The whole story was a backdrop of, just the crazy life that I lead and no time for skincare and skincare products. And it was actually pretty cool to be on there and get a chance to meet everybody.
What's he like?
Okay. I didn't talk to him much, but he definitely has a presence. Extremely tall and very to the point. And, from my psychology days, it was okay. But he's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy. And what other apparent? No, so the pageant. The pageant is coming up. Okay.
Pageant's coming up September 3rd, guys. If you want to come out to the Brea Theater. It's going to be, I believe it's at 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the evening on September 3rd. And it's always a great pageant. There's a lot of wonderful, beautiful, intelligent gals that show up, and just a lot of camaraderie. So,
what made you get into doing pageants?
A few years back, my publicist, Bob Mazza, who unfortunately passed away just a couple of years ago, he was the publicist for the Mrs. America pageant.
Okay.
And he had suggested that I get into pageants and just tell other women about my passion for pursuing my dreams and how later on in life I decided to start up my passion and work my music. And I said, under that context, I'd absolutely take that on and let other people know that it's never too late to follow your dreams. So I got into that in about, 2010 and haven't stopped.
Yeah.
So I've been competing for a few years now, and it's a lot of fun. You get to meet so many amazing women, truly. I mean, you end up with friends that just lifetime friendships. Unlike a lot of times you hear people saying that in pageant there's a lot of
catty. I was just going to ask you. You read my mind. They're not catty?
No, I don't know if it's just, dealing with more mature women, and it's not the MISS, it's the MS, Ms. America pageant. All the women that I've gotten a chance to meet, they're just amazing women, and they all are accomplished, which is nice to see. And when you get a whole bunch of women together that are accomplished, intelligent, and beautiful, it's a great weekend.
No one's putting itching powder in the dress?
Not at all.
Nothing like that?
No, and if they are, I don't know about it.
And so, what is, after all these accomplishments, what's next? What I know you had your album coming out, the Limo company, a video. I think we need to do some video for you.
Absolutely.
Get you on that KVLA stage in the studio and do some video, maybe an interview on stage, you interviewing somebody, us interviewing you.
That sounds good.
Let's do it. Yeah. Ryan, get it on the books.
Oh, definitely.
In fact,
see how my day just
it just filled up. Yeah, we got a video booked.
Any more clothing coming? You mentioned lingerie and stuff you do at the thing.
Yeah, I actually I had a clothing line in 2010 that I sold out of immediately, and I need to go back and do that because that was fun. That was really fun.
Do you design all the clothing yourself? Do you just
I have somebody that I work with that I tell them exactly what I like, and they do it. I don't know how to sew, not even in the least bit. I'm not very homey that way, but I have an eye for what I'd like to wear, and had some great models. In fact, I don't even know if it's up on the website anymore. It's the lingerie, the click button, so you could at least see some of the stuff. But great models, had such a fun time at the photo shoot, and just sold out of everything.
Wow, you're a great personality. I ask all my guests this question. Business owners that go into business, and the first year is tough. First couple of years might be tough for them. What would you say to business owners that are struggling? You've had your struggles, I'm sure.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not all just happy and fun-go-lucky. We've had some issues with previous owners, and it's just been awful. When people don't do the right thing, it makes it more difficult for the new owners. But I think the combination of personalities between Robert and myself, and trying to think of positive things and reinventing and rebuilding the company, I think that's what kept us in the game. Because if you have that personality where you could just completely fall apart, then your business does fall apart. So it's not just enough to have the entrepreneurial spirit, it's also having the stomach to be able to handle the highs and the lows.
Yes.
It's hard.
It is hard.
We have our days, let me tell you.
Yeah.
We have our days, and then every once and again, out of that, Robert says, okay, now we're done with the pity fest, let's go. On to the next thing. So that's what we do, and we kind of help each other through it. So guys, if you're listening, it's not all just roses and happy thoughts. Sometimes it's hard, and sometimes it's challenging, and sometimes people hurt you just because they can. And I think a fine balance of having, we're very spiritual people, and we try to do right. At the same time, I'm not going to let somebody screw me, and they will get their own. But we do definitely try to maintain a certain amount of positiveness in our life.
That is awesome. And if somebody should know, it should be Dee with all these accomplishments. Because you know what? If you want the best in life, there's a price to pay.
Yeah, there is a price.
I mean, if it was so easy, everybody would be Ms. West Coast and own a limo company and be a recording artist.
And have a doctorate.
And have it, oh my God, doctorate and master's. I mean, I only have my bachelor's. I mean, come on.
Same here.
The best people to ask are my kids, because they have put up with a lot. My son, years ago when I went, I was doing some performances in different clubs and had my club gear on. He happened to walk in and went, "Oh my God," and walked right out.
Oh, that's Mom.
My teenage son. Oh, Mom.
Oh.
So it's hard. And, on one of our walks a few years back, I asked my kids, I said, listen, I'm so sorry that I'm not the typical stay-at-home mom that is baking for the PTA. How do you guys feel about that? And the best thing they could have possibly said to me, and it really did make me cry, they said, you may not be able to bake and do all those things, but you tell us. I mean, who else has a mom that's as cool as you? We're just so proud of you, and we're really happy to have a mom like you. So that kind of put things in perspective, that they're okay with what I'm doing.
Right.
And, I try to encourage them as well. Of course, I'm very protective of all of them, especially my girls. But I encourage
give them a shout out. What's their names?
Andrew, Elise, Kristen, Mikey, and Isabella.
And Isabella, she's a cutie.
She is a cutie.
She's 2 years old.
Cutie, yeah, she's two.
So you encourage them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and they age from how old to?
From 19 to 2.
Tonight, she does not look like she has a 19-year-old.
Not at all.
Can't be.
And no, he's not adopted.
My gosh. And sponsors?
Sponsors, yes. Definitely looking for sponsors. Obviously, competing for a pageant and need all the help that I can get. Whether it's product, makeup, hairline, whatever it is, or just simply cash. If you guys want to go ahead and be sponsors and help with program books, whatever it is, you can definitely reach out, dlondon@dlondonmusic.com. And that's an email that all of my people check, and I also check it as well. So it's just the letter DLONDON.
Get that, folks?
DEE.
The letter D. And, with the being a sponsor, then you get promotion, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. I'm definitely looking for sponsors that I can put in the program book for the pageant. I mean, you guys get some publicity out of that. Then shoot, a lot of women.
Right. And people would love to have their you wear their skincare, makeup line.
Absolutely.
Maybe dresses, anything.
Yep.
Anything to get out there.
In fact, Bob Mazza, my late publicist, he was able to get me sponsors throughout the years, like MAC, and all sorts of makeup companies. Off-Broadway shoes, they donated 5 pairs of heels. It was amazing. Clothes, different things. In fact, Lamode Bridal, give a shout out to them. They sponsored me for many years, and now this year I have Rita Mizrati from Claire's Collection, and just some amazing people behind me. Wow. A lot of support, a lot of love.
Wow,
that's awesome.
I'm very grateful.
Is there ever like a Friday or Saturday night you're at home and, hey, Robert, let's go in the limo. Let's take a spin.
You know what? With seeing the limos all the time, no, not really.
No?
Now it's like I spend less time in the limos than I did before. It's crazy.
I know. Well, that's your business. I'd be out in that limo all the time. Hey, let's take that limo for a spin.
It is nice, though, when we do go out that we can do that. In fact, we did that for Robert's birthday. I kind of surprised him. And he wasn't expecting it. And he noticed the driver showing up at the house going, did I forget something? No, it's for you.
It's for you. Did he have his pants on?
He did.
He did have his pants on.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
In fact, it was a she, and she had her pants on.
Okay, well, that's a good thing.
Speaking of going out, since you are a singer, when you go to parties, do people be like, hey, can you sing for us at our party and anything like that? Is that always like an awkward conversation?
They do. And in fact, I almost would have sang for you today, but I don't know. You guys can't see, but I have braces on for the next 2 months, so I feel like I'm talking like a chipmunk right now. And I'm not. Yeah, they're clear.
They're
yes,
clear.
they're clear. You
They're
can't
fine.
see them, but I still feel very weird about it, and I don't feel like I'm sounding right.
Is it cutting your lip? I know when I got my braces. Did they give you the wax?
They did.
They
Well,
did?
I had braces when I was 18, and then I
Okay.
lost my retainer. And
Oh,
they started
everybody
to move
does.
a little. And you know what? You probably couldn't even tell, but I could tell, and it was bothering me. So I put them back on for a couple months, and I'm talking funny.
So if you want to listen to her music, go on iTunes,
Yes,
on
go
Spotify.
on iTunes. Don't make me sing it.
Yeah, that'll be the pristine version. And so Paul is giving me the 2-minute warning.
Couple minutes left here. People have been tweeting in, and one of the questions I thought was interesting, somebody said, okay, so you got a bunch of kids. What would you tell them? How do they find their dream? How do they find their passion? Do they do it all at once like you've done, or do they just focus on one thing?
Oh, gosh, no. I definitely have them completely honed in. In fact, my son is a business major at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and he's doing amazing work up there. And then my daughter, who just turned 16, she's going to be the next greatest attorney. She went through mock trials last year, and by golly, she won top 10 pretrial attorneys.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm definitely supporting her dreams. My 12-year-old she's thinking she's going to be either a cardiologist or some type of doctor. My 9-year-old son wants to go into business law, so it's a combination between the two older. And the baby, she just sings a lot. I have a feeling she's going to go
be a
into
singer.
entertainment.
Wow, that's a lot of
Yeah.
college. Robert, you hear that? You better book some more limos, Robert.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe the baby's in entertainment. I thought you'd have 2 or 3, other people picking up the family business here.
Let me tell you, my 12-year-old is actually, she's taken some acting classes at right across here in South Coast Repertoire. And she's doing really great with that. She might be doing some acting. My daughter, the 16-year-old, who is going to be an attorney, she actually is a dancer. She's a ballerina. She goes. I mean, she's done it all. If you guys look on her Instagram, which is nice and clean because mommy watches
yes,
it.
of course. Yes.
Yes,
You have to.
they're also partly in the entertainment, but not to the extent that I'm in. But I definitely will support them. They can't get away with a whole lot, unfortunately, because I'm on all the social media, so I get to see everything they do. So yeah, I definitely am trying to hone in though on their trade, their talent, their whatever they want to do, and just kind of support them and just
So
give
you're
them
like
some wings.
your parents did. They were forcing you to get a good business background here. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, and then just do some fun stuff too.
Well, I wanted to make a comment. Saying that you are a cool mom or a cool dad, that is the biggest compliment that you can get.
Yeah,
I know when my
true.
son says that, it's okay. That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. But I wanted to ask you, I know besides your kids, that's a huge accomplishment. I'm sure you're proud. All these things that you've done, what pops in your head? What are you most proud of? I'm putting you on the spot.
Truly the most proud, my kids.
Your kid, okay, apart from your kids, because
Apart
we're
from
all,
my
yeah,
kids?
I mean, all these, the masters, the PhD,
I mean,
the
just-
books, Ms. West Coast, the limo company.
I
mean,
think the most proud, just the ability to go back into the music, because that's where my heart is.
Yeah.
It's in
Yeah.
my blood. My parents are both musicians, and no matter how hard they try to keep me away from music and the music industry, I kept just sailing right back in there. So just doing it on my own,
Yeah.
I had gotten to a point in my life where I started getting really depressed and really down, and my brother had called me up and said, come on, what do you want to do? Just get up, and what's the first thing you'd want to do if you could do anything you wanted to? And I said, go back in the music. He goes, well, then do it.
Then do it.
So literally, that afternoon, guys, not kidding, that Friday afternoon, I got online and I found my studio, California Sound Studio, called them up, showed up, and basically booked an entire album of studio time.
Oh my God. Which led in the Grammy, nominated.
That's how I did
yes,
it.
Isn't that amazing?
I didn't take a week to think
Yeah.
about it. I didn't take a month to think about it. I did it that day.
You just did
Yeah.
it. Wow. Well, Dee, I am so glad that you came in. Did you have fun?
I had lots of fun.
And
you guys are great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And even though Robert couldn't be in studio, I'm glad at least that he got to call in.
Yeah.
So,
and just a shout out to him again, just to thank him for
yes.
everything that he does. He's really an amazing guy.
And Shiva
Shiva's great.
She's incredible.
She's a little workhorse. She just keeps going and going and going and helping with everything. So she's amazing. And we have a new gentleman also there, Matt, and he's helping out a lot. So shout out to everybody there and all our drivers and everybody, all of my supporters, my fans, everybody in the studio who's helped. You guys are just amazing. And I'm sorry if I forgot anybody. And my pageant director, Susan Jeske. Oh, my God.
Susan. Yeah, Susan. What, will you come in again, Dee? Will
Absolutely.
you come in on the show
Absolutely.
again?
You're in my backyard.
Yes, I know. We're really close. So everybody, ALS, Limo, D. London, and this is John and
Ryan
and
Paul, ready to play a little. I thought we'd go out with a little more of her music.
Yes. We are going to be signing off with Dee's song On the Dance Floor. Get it. You'll have a better workout, I promise you. Signing off.
And you're listening to Choice TV Radio. It's radio, it's TV, it's both. Brought to you by Choice TV, an Orange County's only community radio station. OC Talk Radio.
She got experience. I'ma give her every. That's 9 from behind. I know she can take, cause she's a freaky. Let her play in Cougar Town. Wants me to do her now. She know I'm young and strong and got that superpower. And I bet I'll make her scream, cause I'm so deep into her. And I hook her to the left, give her pleasure, pain.